Hello gamers! Today I am playing more Undertale Last Corridor. I think this might be, part 8 now? Opening up, I'm fighting Dusttail Sands, and the person playing him appears to be speaking Spanish, could be wrong. Okay, so decent start so far, looks like. Wait, he already used all of his stamina? That's surprising. For those who don't know, essentially Dusttail Sands, when he runs out of stamina, he is vulnerable. Before he runs out of stamina, he can't take damage. But once he becomes vulnerable, he starts taking damage to his health bar, but he gains infinite stamina. Now, it might not technically be infinite in the way of you only get 999 stamina, but it's infinite. You cannot use all of that stamina. You can burn quite a heavy amount by just kind of mindlessly using it, but who's going to want to do that when you can just use it with precision? Anyway, I'll cut back to when we have a more interesting fight. Here we go, we're back, and now it's time to eradicate some enemies. So, one of these players is saying they have an auto-clicker, Pizza Boy for life. Wait, is that technically breaking the rules? He said he has it. I think I actually need to report him. I mean, he's on video, so yeah, I have video evidence if he actually uses it. I'm just... Which one is Pizza Boy? That's what I'm more confused on. Is this Pizza Boy? Because this guy is spamming his attack, kind of, but he isn't doing it. If someone's using an auto-clicker, they wouldn't stop unless they choose to end the auto-click. So that's why I'm kind of uncertain. Okay, this guy. This is the guy with the auto-clicker. He's not stopping. Even when I'm not even near him, he's attacking. So, this guy said he's using an auto-clicker. He's playing like he's using an auto-clicker. So I think he's using it. I'm not sure if this is considered cheating though, but I think I'll just quickly file a report. And if it isn't, then nothing will happen to him. Actually, I took a moment to think about this, and I won't be... Oh wait, I can just have this video be unlisted. Nah. What I'll do is I'll report him when this video comes out, which will be, I believe, in a couple days, because of the way my upload schedule happens. I would message Master about it before, that way I wouldn't have to make it public earlier, but that's kind of messy, as Master doesn't like to be pinged unless it's important. So yeah, I'll just try to remember to report this person in a couple days. If I haven't made a report, well, whoever watched this video, you can make it. At least I have a good title for this. We call this Exploiter. Let me actually ask, I'm curious, does he think that this is cheating? Would you consider an auto-clicker cheating? That's one thing I haven't considered, that now whenever I'm recording, I will always be able to catch people who cheat. Okay, that's fair. There are plenty of people in games that don't consider auto-clickers cheating. I think part of it is, in some games, there isn't a cap on the amount of actions you can do when you click. In this, if I just spam left click, I don't really gain anything that an auto clicker wouldn't provide me. So it's a weird subject. So I'm leaning towards Pizza Boy is innocent. But again, that's my stance. He's certainly using it though. I think we can all agree. It doesn't completely work. Interesting. But if it doesn't completely... Yeah, he's just attacking the air. I'm starting to think it's a handicap. Or maybe he's typing while auto-clicking? Wait, won't that mess up the typing? Yeah, I'm not sure what to say about this. I want to keep my title of exploiter. But for time being, I'm gonna pause until the next fun round, which will be in a few seconds apparently. Story Shift Match. That's right, I'm facing Story Shift Chara. Alright. See what? Okay. Next one is going to be against 43 wins. So yeah, I'm probably going to hold the recording until... Oh no, I'm on the bottom. I think it might be bugged, because I haven't been sans in a good while. Alright, we're back. Unfortunately, the high win players in the last server left, so I decided to go looking for a new server. This one is someone with 135 wins. I would prefer someone with more, but 135 should make for decent gameplay. Let's see how this guy behaves. Now here's a question that some of you might be wondering. Why do I jump so often? Well, again, you can... I've went over this in some previous videos. Essentially, there are some attacks, for example, outer tail blasters, that when comboed are really difficult to avoid. Another example is 6 Bones Everyman, which will actually one-shot you. You can avoid that one-shot kill though if you're in the air, and also if you're constantly moving around, it's much, much harder for them to pinpoint where you'll land. So you can't be one-shot by Everyman if you're in the air. It just kind of makes it so certain attacks in the game are avoidable if you're jumping a lot. Now the reason I'm not jumping a lot now is because jumping makes it harder to attack people, and because this guy isn't fighting back at all, it's much easier for me to attack him if I'm not jumping. There we go. Now there are some people in the community who will be upset if you jump a lot, sometimes calling you something like a jump spammer. If someone actually is trying to insult you by saying you're spamming jump, they're probably bad at the game, regardless of how many wins they have. I can tell you, there are some people with over 1,000 wins who aren't too good at this game, so don't pay too much attention to wins. Wins is just kind of a thing where this person has experience, so there's a higher chance that they're good at the game. Not that they are. Anyway, now if someone insults you for using jump a lot, they probably don't know what they're talking about. This guy is using fairly defensive aggression. What do I mean by that? Well, you see how whenever I go up to him, he immediately uses this really difficult to avoid attack? That's what I mean. It makes it so I can't easily go in on him, but he can also use it to attack me while playing this defensive style. And yeah, it's really, really frustrating to face. If I had kindness scythe, I would have landed a couple of these knife attacks. Good news is I think he's running low on stamina. Bad news is now that now that I ran him out of stamina, he has infinite stamina. One more hit and he's down. I think I can get it. There we go. Okay. So we got some sands now. This person with 0 wins wants to be sands. I'm not quite sure why, considering they're familiar with sands and they aren't a smurf or something. They must have lost every time with them. But then again, that would also apply to the Chara team. Eh. I just think it's kind of random. Someone who appears to be totally new is just asking for sands. But let me see how long we've been going. We've already been 11 minutes in. Commentary actually makes these go by faster. Goodness, maybe I should do commentary more often. I think I'm gonna include a couple more rounds and it'll just be done. Hold up, this person's completely new, and they just paid Robux for a character that they don't even know is good or not, because again, new accounts, they couldn't have won with this character ever. I'm actually going to include our match. I'm curious. This person? Okay, they're running away a lot. They're trying to defend themselves. He tried to one-shot me with Everyman? Is this an alt account? Considering the fact he spent money, and he seems to know some basic 6-bone strategy, he's not playing 6-bone correctly by any means. But I would say that he's certainly played, or he knows how to play from watching people, maybe? He either watch people or another account. Why would he make another account and buy Robux character? He left, so won't be able to ask those questions. Now I'm really curious. I really wish I had 6 bones. I don't have 6 bones. I want to play 6 bones and perfect my guesses on how to implement his strategies optimally. I think 6 bones, because, well, primarily due to his one-shot, is A tier. But that's... Oh, we got TS. Okay. You know what? Why not just make this a really long one? I'm kind of enjoying the gameplay we're getting right now. This guy is playing conservative TS. That probably means that there's a chance he knows how to play TS. I don't have kindness scythe, so I'm not sure if I can win against a good TS, but I guess we'll find out. Downside to his strategy is that he's forgotten to attack me. In fact, I would say he's waiting for me to mess up and run in on him. That would work if he was facing someone who was planning on doing that. But I'm just not gonna run in. See, he placed that down, expecting me to run in on him. I kind of feel insulted. This guy's assuming I'm gonna make a bunch of terrible moves. Okay. I don't know what he's doing now. He clearly has stamina, considering he's tanking these hits, but he's not defending himself. Well, that's the end of that round. Okay, this time we have a match with Dusttail Sands. I'm thinking that because we have a lot of players in this game with a few wins, that there's a much better chance we'll actually get some consistent gameplay from everyone. Guy's trying to play defensively, but I'm not actually letting him pull it off too much. Of course, I don't think he's playing defensively well. Oh, I messed up pretty badly there. Oh goodness, I'm messing up. I'm messing up. Ooh, ooh, back off, back off. Okay, who's using Trident? Don't use Trident, guys. Trident? Okay, if Kindness Scythe wasn't in the game, Trident would probably be the best weapon. Kindness Scythe is too good to ignore. It gives you 1 health per second, so that means if you take 50 damage at the beginning, 50 seconds later it's all healed. That really matters. That healing is a lifesaver. It also it attacks faster than the Trident, and has great damage. Now, if you read the Trident's description, you notice it doesn't say it deals more damage than the Kindness Scythe, which implies that the Trident, despite being a weapon made for offense, is actually less offensive than the Kindness Scythe. I kind of wish it just said the damage on weapons, that way I could just kind of look at them. I can't kill him the remaining time, I'm just gonna run. And that's a draw. But yeah, that's one reason why Kindness Scythe is great. In that match, if I had Kindness Scythe, it would have healed up a ton of damage from what I took about halfway in the match. And then near the end, I could have made one last try to rush him. Okay. These videos, typically when they get really big, take much longer to upload. So I might cut this short if I stay in the server much longer. At least I'm beating a 400 win player, because one thing is beating high win players, I think, will boost my credibility for the advice I'm trying to provide. Also the fact I win a lot, but yeah, if winning these games will make me seem more credible and I give advice, then I'll take it. Because I really do want this game to kind of flourish. I enjoy playing Undertale Last Corridor, and I really do hope that we get more content in the game that will diversify the meta while also keeping it fresh and exciting. A lot of players don't really know what is good, which causes them to do stuff like Trident, or weak killer sands. Heck, some people think that TS Papyrus is actually a good character. I want these people to kind of know what's useful, and if they want to play a weaker character, know how to optimize them, just so the game's, well, more fun at a higher level. When I'm not recording, I'll usually, and I'm just playing on my own, which I haven't done too much recently. I've been recording all my matches since, or almost all of my matches since I started recording. And yeah, but anyway, back then, I would actively seek out players with high wins and find players with over 1,000, sometimes over 2K even. And yeah, just try to beat them. And I've found that those games can be really exciting. Those players with an absolute ton of wins, I guarantee you that they possibly know things that I haven't even seen, because it's not like I've figured out everything perfectly. Before I knew that Six Bones had a one-shot, I would have put him in C or B tier. Now that I know they have a one-shot, though, that information allowed me to make a more proper evaluation. But I'm gonna hold things off. Well, actually, let me check. I've been going on for 20 minutes. Yeah, if I make this much bigger, it's going to be way too long to upload, so I'm going to actually stop this and make another recording.